This giant factory is the biggest build I've taken on by far. I'm also building an incredible iron farm, a colossal cobblestone generator, and a level 9 steam boiler to produce massive amounts of power. And all of this took me over 30 hours to build in-game. Oh, and yeah, I can fly now.
I am Iron Man.
Let's create. As usual, I've done a little bit of work off camera. I went down in the mines with my mining machine to gather some more resources. Down there I encountered an enderman wearing a sponge backpack, which I took from him. Then I found a cave centipede.
No thank you. No thank you. Ow. What?
Jeez. What did they get? A leg. Great. After dealing with that, I found out how easy it was to mine out a geode with vein mining, and then, of course, there were more silverfish. Once I gathered a whole bunch of iron, I turned it all into cauldrons and spent it all again, getting my lava farm up to 100% capacity. But then the andesite farm completely ran out of cobble, so I went to get some more. And that leads us to now.
Iron. I've never got any iron.
You'll have to excuse my voice at the beginning of this video as I was suffering from a little bit of man flu.
Man flu is the worst flu by far.
Anyway, I haven't got any iron.
So it's about time I did something about that, I guess. And thankfully, Create has me covered. Just washing gravel with an encased fan will give you a 12% chance of getting iron nuggets. So I guess it's time for another absolutely ginormous farm, which means I'm gonna need an absolutely ginormous factory. And that's gonna be over there. Just in this corner here, we're gonna have a big old factory that has a massive cobblestone generator, a big old steam engine for power, and a really cool factory layout that turns all that cobble into gravel and then into iron, and perhaps even gold as well. You see, you can get gold from washing sand, and you can get sand from either grinding down granite or grinding down gravel, and you can hunt sand into soul sand using soul fire and a fan. And then look, if you wash soul sand, you get gold as well.
But let's not get ahead of ourselves. We're talking about iron.
So I guess we'll need something a little bit like this that turns cobblestone into gravel and then just wash it. How hard could it be? Speaking of useful things, apparently some of these backpacks have got special powers. For instance, this lapis traveler's backpack, which you just get by adding lapis to a backpack, has a chance to multiply the amount of experience which is received by the player. And this cake traveler's backpack will feed you slowly delicious pieces of cake. And this blaze one has immunity to fall damage, which sounds good to me. But the blaze one might be a bit difficult considering I've only got one blaze rod and I don't really fancy another trip back to the nether. However, what I can craft is this spider traveler's backpack, which says, have you ever tried climbing walls? Will that make me be able to go up walls? Oh geez, I want this. Spider eyes, string, take my backpack off, put it in there, take that spider backpack, put it on. Okay, can I now climb walls? No. Perhaps that's the wrong type of wall. Maybe this wall would be better. No, I'm definitely wearing it, but I don't appear to be climbing many walls. Oh, well, that was a waste of time, wasn't it? Jeez. Well, I've got a big old day ahead of me building big old factories, so I better get cracking. Must be time for a montage.
This thing is slowly coming together, but it's quite difficult getting up to these tall spaces, and these tall spaces are particularly important. Now, I have been using some copper scaffolding, but that's getting quite annoying as well. Which brings me to jetpacks. Apparently, there are 3 different jetpacks in this game. I've no idea how they work, but if we look at this one, it says it needs water and fuel, and it shouldn't be that difficult to make. So let's go down a quick rabbit hole and see if we can't build ourselves one of these things. And while I'm grabbing a few bits to see what we need, let's check out our lava situation. We've got a lot of lava to 240 buckets worth, which, believe it or not, isn't enough for what I need today. Wow, when we're running very low on our second box worth of stone. So ingredients then, I'm going to need cogs, brass, encased fans, andesite alloy, and a steam engine. Assuming this is going to get this wrong, let's make 5 of them. And I also need another deployer set up on this thing. So you need propellers, you need andesite alloy, you need small cogs, you need big cogs. Cog wheels, that's what I said. And then I need to just chuck on some brass sheet. Let's see what happens. There we go. And there we go. We got 5 steam engines. Amazing. So now I need to get these mechanical crafters set back up, and I guess I can just make a little bit of space over here. And we want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That should do it. And let's get them all facing into each other. And coming out the top. Brass, 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 brass. Cog, cog, cog. Encased fan, andesite alloy, and steam engine. Now all it needs is power. Throw in a gearbox there. Overstress the system again. Turn down the speed a bit more, and it should start crafting. There we go. We've made a jetpack, and it's fallen down the hole. Wow, I look fancy. And it says I just need water and fuel to operate. Put it in your offhand, then drop your fuel or your water by pressing Q. Coal, wood, water bucket. I can do that. Put that in my offhand. Get some coal. Get a bucket of water. Press Q. Oh, there we go. Wow, okay. It just made lots of sizzling noises. Oh, wow, it can take a lot of fuel and a lot of water. Well, this is a nice and easy way of doing it. Full of water, just need lots and lots of fuel. Yes, there we go. Many fuel. Wow, that was a lot of coal blocks it's used. But now it is full of fuel and water. Let's go fly. Is it gonna work? Press space. It is. I'm flying. Space while sneaking. Activate hover mode. Sneak, space. Oh, okay. I have to hold them both down. Well, that's going to make placing blocks interesting, but we are flying and we can go up really high. Wow, all the way up to here. This is incredible. How much fuel have I used already, though? Is it going to last me a long time? Yes, it is. That's hardly used any. Brilliant. In that case, we can let the building recommence. And there we go. It only took 16 hours in total to build. That did include regathering a bunch of resources like granite that I was missing because I ran out because, well, it's just such a big build. But I'm really happy with it. I think it's got loads of detail. I think it looks great. And there's loads and loads of space inside for all of the things that we're going to be building in here today. I cannot wait to get cracking, and I can't wait to hear what you guys think about it. Let me know in the comments. And what's even better news is that while I was doing that, our lava has completely filled up. We have 2 massive tanks, 720 buckets of lava altogether in those tanks. And that's because all of the stone ran out of here, so it's no longer producing andesite. But it also means most of these are filled up as well. Our amazing crop farm has also continued to be hard at work while we've been building that. So I now have an enormous amount of sugarcane and wheat and potatoes and carrots, which is amazing. And I've got more crushed raw copper than I can know what to do with. Well, I do know what to do with it. I need to smelt it. And this jetpack is amazing. It's just made everything so much quicker and easier. In there, please. So coming back to the factory, there are a couple of things I think I could do to improve this. It does feel a little bit flat and same colory at the front. Same colory? Yes, same colory. I think it could do with a couple of girders or something like that, or just some color adding at the front here. But other than that, I'm really happy with it. And now it's time to get building the stuff inside. So to give you an idea of what we're going to be doing, in this little back area here where we've got our big funnels at the top, we're going to have our steam power. So we're going to have a big old steam engine at the back here, which is going to provide all of our power. In this massive tall area here, we are going to have an absolutely incredible cobblestone farm that doesn't require any power at all. Totally free cobble for absolutely nothing. And then in here, this room at the bottom here, we're going to be having our iron farm, so it's going to turn all of that cobble into iron. And upstairs, directly above that, is going to be our gold farm, which is going to go on this level. The first thing I'm going to need to do, though, is get that lava from here underground, or even overground, I don't know, but over all the way into the back of our factory, into where our steam power is going to be going. And running a pipe from that building over to that building really shouldn't be a big problem. However, something I learned outside of the video is that these pumps will only actually pump something from 15 blocks away. So we're going to need multiple pumps on the way over there, which means we're going to need power running over there as well. And in order to keep this thing looking as industrial as possible, I think it would make sense to have a little area out here with our lava tanks in, and then just pump it from underground from that building over there into here, and then have that running into the building. So let's just tidy this area up around this tank a little bit, extend our foundation underneath it, and then put in a couple of pipes, I guess, going into that wall there like that. Now I need to dig underneath it, put a pipe in the bottom there, and then dig a tunnel all the way to that other building. How hard could it be? And here we are, directly underneath the pump system in our lava farm. So I think if I was to break this block here, oh, I'm right in between them both. So if I grab a couple of pipes and put those there, and then I can just bring this down here, and then just run these all the way along to the new factory. So in total, this is going to take 5 pumps to actually feed all of that lava from over there. So that's everything connected to these shafts and cogwheels. So now I just need to connect the power. A couple of shafts and another vertical gearbox there, and the whole thing's overstressed? There's like 4 how can it be overstressed? So the Create Wiki says that the pumps can pull liquid up to 15 blocks, but I don't know if that's 15 blocks in each direction. If I got rid of that one there and just put a pipe in, is that going to push it all the way down to there? It is doing. Oh, wonderful. So I only need half the number of pumps. That should mean I can go faster, yes? How much faster? 128? Yes. Well, that means this whoa, the lava's come shooting through there. Incredible. I can't keep up with it. It's going so fast. Anyway, I need to stop faffing about with pipes and things like that. We've got a big old cobblestone generator to build. This square here is going to be the frame of our cobblestone generator, and that might look a bit odd for a cobblestone generator, but bear with me. It's going to have lava pouring down one side and then water pouring down the other, and that will make cobblestone in the middle. And then we just need a crazy contraption that's going to break all of that cobblestone that can go through water. And with that last line there, that is now 17 by 17. So we're going to have a 15 by 15 lava area in the middle, which according to my maths is 225 cobblestones this will generate in one go. This front row here is going to be full of glass, but I can't put the glass in yet because I need to build the machine before I do that, and I can't put the machine in yet because I need to put the lava in before I do that. And I don't really want this row here because I need a nice soft temporary block that's going to be easy to break, like snow. But I think snow will melt if it's next to lava. Netherrack's easy to break. That said though, in all honesty, this doesn't need to be a particularly easy to break block. It just means that there'll be slightly less effort required by the machine to break it when I need to break it. That makes any sense. Now the question is, how am I going to fill up this area full of lava sources without burning myself to death? Well, there just happens to be this wonderful machine as part of Create called a hose pulley, and they can either drain or fill large areas of fluid, including lava. And all I need to do with this is literally just pop it there like that, and then stick a hand crank on there and just dangle the tube down one block. Then I need to connect this pipe just temporarily to our lava tank, and as always we're going to need some temporary power before we got our steam engines in. There we go. And start pulling lava out of that tank now. It's going all the way to the top. This is wonderful. And that hose should start filling it, and it'll fill sources all the way down to the bottom, and it'll fill the entire thing out. More speed. 100? There we go. More. 128. Yes. 130. Oh, yes. 140. More. 106. More. 200. No. No, don't be silly. 190? Yes, 190. That's mini speed. You see it filling up the sources one source at a time? Oh, that saved me a job. There it is. Done. Finished. But that means we can completely disconnect all of this stuff now. So let's turn all of this off and collect these little bits there. There we go. All done. Tidy. Okay, the next thing to do is craft up 240 mechanical drills. Okay, I can craft a stack, and I'm out of andesite alloy again. Fortunately, though, our machine has been working hard, generating us lots and lots of andesite. There we go. Now, is my maths going to have been correct? Did we get the exact right number? We did. Look at that, an entire wall of mechanical drills that all need gluing together. Now, I do know I can put the glue in my offhand and automatically glue anything that I place, but I don't like to do that because you end up with stuff stuck where you don't want it to be stuck. So the easiest way to do this would just be to use my jetpack, stick a bit of glue on there, come all the way down here and stick a bit of glue on there. There we go, they're all glued together now. So on the back of that, we're going to have a bit of linear chassis. So we'll put a bit of minecart track down there, a storage connector on there, and I guess we can stick a barrel on there just to actually hold the storage in there for now as well. Glue that to that. There we go, that's all glued together. Stick a minecart down, and now hopefully when I power this minecart thing, let's just lock that as well, all of those should move up. They did. Every single one is connected. That's fantastic. Now I don't want this to break the netherrack yet, so I only want it to move one block forward so I can get the glass in behind it. So I'm going to break that bit of track, put a block there, power that bit of powered rail, put another block. I can't put a block there yet. Move it forward. There we go. And there we go. Oh no, it's broken through the netherrack. And all the lava's going everywhere. Oh, this is not what I wanted. Oh, this is a disaster. Quick, where's the glass? Give me the glass, quick. Who would have thought that netherrack would have been so squidgy? You chose to use a soft block. I did indeed. I absolutely did. Ow. Now, the other reason the netherrack was there was to make sure that when I pour the water in, it doesn't turn any of the lava into obsidian, but I'm pretty sure that's going to happen now. I need to duck down under there, but I can't. I've done it all one too high. I'm going to have to reduce the height of this thing by one block. That's a shame, which could be tricky, actually, considering it's all put together. Yeah, it's just broken all those things that I just put in there. Jeez. Okay. This is the point where we make a backup, because I'm pretty sure it's now all going to go wrong. I need to put that back down. I need to pick this up. Whoa. And I need to put it down there. So now I can get rid of the top row of these, if I can squeeze myself in there. Pull all of these back in again. Reactivate it. Reactivate that. Remove that. Oh no, look what I did. Oh no. What a moron. Well, this is exactly why we take backups. So my thoughts are here, if I put the water in at the top, it's going to flow onto there. It will want to spread that way, but it also might come down this way if we're lucky. What could go wrong? Everything. Oh no. Break the netherrack. Please don't make obsidian. It is flowing this way. That's good news. Now all I got to do is get that up here without ruining everything. How hard could it be? What could possibly go wrong? Set it off. Okay. That sounded good. We got cobblestone. Light the track. Get rid of that thing. And off we go. We are now generating ridiculous amounts of cobblestone very, very quickly. Wow! That is a lot of cobble very fast. Look at that. The barrel's nearly full. It's only been going less than 10 seconds. Right. Okay, I need to actually stop it because, well, we haven't built anything else to take it yet. Jeez! And there we go. Nice big item vault. Fantastic. Okay, now in order to fill this up, we need another one of these. And then if we link the portable storage controller up there, that'll connect to that. But then we need many, many things coming off here to get the cobblestone out as quickly as possible. So first thing we're going to do is put a chute there. I'm also going to put a chute there. And I'm going to put a brass funnel above that there as well. A chute there, funnel there, chute there, funnel there. And now that can empty out super quick into this item vault. Wow. Instantly into there. No mess in.
Now, other than a little bit of light, because it is incredibly dark in here, I think that looks a lot better with that gantry underneath there. So we're going to have a conveyor belt that goes through this wall that doesn't exist just here. And then we're going to have another load of belts here. Now, this is totally overkill. I'm doing it because it's going to look good as a factory, not because this is the most efficient way to do it. And then we're going to get these brass tunnels and we're going to pop those on here like that. And that's going to split whatever cobblestone comes through here against all of these. Then at this point, we're going to have 5 millstones and they're going to turn all of the cobblestone into gravel. At this point, we're going to completely pointlessly transport that gravel across these conveyors. We're going to raise the gravel up so that we've got room underneath for our encased fans, and then that is going to spit out onto this little conveyor here. Then I guess we're just going to have one last little conveyor going up there like that, and that'll just take everything in there. Fancy. So in order to create steam, we're going to need a big old copper tank, just like this one we've got out here. We're going to need a bunch of blaze burners. In fact, we're going to need 9 of them all together. We're going to need a mechanical arm, a handful of steam engines, and we're basically going to have a tank on top of a bunch of blaze burners down there. But we can't do anything until we've got more blaze burners, and I also need soul sand in order to make it haunting things, in order to do the gold farm for this thing. And oh geez, there's so much I need. So I'm going to take a little trip to the nether and go and get a few bits and bobs. Oh look, there's one of those again. What is it? Oh, I kind of want to go and check it out. What's that? Just sneak down here a little bit. What are you? I'm assuming not friendly. Huh. Hello? Yeah, this guy's not hurting me. I can stand on him. Can I ride him? A Leviathan? Oh, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, the Leviathan moved. Okay, so it doesn't seem like it wants to eat me, so that's good news. You would think a Leviathan would want to eat you, really, but apparently not. What about that other creepy creature that was up here? Ooh. What's it firing at me? Ow. Stop it. Straddler. Ow. Ow. Okay. Well, he's not very nice. Hey, blazy, blazy, blazes. One. Just one more, please. There we go. Nice. Now we just need some soul sand, but there's one other thing that I want to check out. I want to see if I can pick one of these up. I can pick it up. Oh, and it keeps the stuff in it. Oh, that's really handy. Well, let's just pop it down for a minute, go and grab ourselves some soul sand, and then I'll come back for that. A little bit of soul sand. I only need a smidge. I want to take some of whatever this is. Scorchia. Right, let's go see if I can take a spawner through the nether portal. It worked. No way. And it's still got blazes in it. Oh man, where am I going to put this? And what's happened to my windmill? Why has it turned so dark? I know where I can put it. Just put it in here. What could go wrong? It's perfectly fine. Anyway, steam power. We need blaze burners, and these blaze burners are going to be living on lava, which begs the question, why am I building this over there when everything's over there? That's a good point. Right, let's move it all. Half dark windmill, what is your name? And that's it. That's all the lava's going to do. And then, somewhere near that, we need this mechanical arm. That should work, hopefully. Okay, so we are going to need a very, very small amount of water power just to kickstart this machine. And this machine's not built yet, so why do I need to kickstart it? I don't. I just want to get things prepared. So if I put a bucket there now, and if I give this power, select belts, depots, funnels, and other blocks by right-clicking them while you're holding the mechanical arm in your hand. Okay, got to do that first off. Okay, so we want that. Take items from there. Yeah, and then I guess shift right-click to tell it to deposit items there. And now if I put that down there, it should do that. So if I put that lava bucket back on there, it's going to turn around very slowly, but it's going to grab that lava bucket. It's going to put the lava into one of these blaze burners, but it will get the bucket back. And it's going to put the bucket back on there to be filled up again with a bit of luck. Okay, fine, whatever. Let's get the rest of this built up and then we'll fiddle with that guy. See if we can make him work better. Here we go. Got a nice big copper tank now that now needs to be filled with water. Now, I don't think the positioning on these pumps particularly matters. So I'm just going to have 2. And now that can pick up 2 lots of water all at once, but obviously it needs power. Now, once this is going, it's all going to power itself, but it needs to get started by means of other power first. And there we go. Now those pumps have power, so they should start pumping water into the tank, which it is doing, because now what I can do is stick on steam engines And there we go. Now that's turned it into a boiler. So it's saying not enough water, not enough heat, but the size is good. Now I've got a plan with this arm, and that is to add a funnel onto that depot, and I'm hoping that will mean that it's going to put the empty lava bucket back in that funnel. That's my little plan anyway, so let's stick a bucket on there and find out what happens. Going to grab that bucket, that's it, give it to a blaze. Yes, now take that bucket and put it in this funnel. Maybe it needs to be a smart funnel, and we're going to put an empty bucket filter on there. There we go. Now it's putting it in there. Excellent. Oh, that works very well. Right, so now it's time to start connecting all of this stuff to the power coming from the actual boiler. I'm going to have that one connect to all of this stuff down here. Wow, and now it's really picking up some water. More water. More cogs. There we go. Wow, it's just shot up to a level 9. It's got so much water, it doesn't know how to cope with it all. Okay, well, clearly we don't need all that water then, so let's get rid of that one. That's much nicer. A level 9 boiler, size, water, and heat are all good. 147,000 stress units, which is going to give us all the power we need to power our stuff. So all I got to do is pump some power over there. Oh, this is incredible. So I've got the power running round the top here, round this corner, round there, down there, through this gantry here, down to this speed controller, and then connected into there. So let's grab our brass funnel, chuck it on there, and that should start depositing cobblestone onto here. That's better. That's what we needed. And it is moving. Look, all the conveyors are moving. This is so exciting. There's not a massive amount coming through there, but there is some stuff. Look, the items are floating above. They're not all going in. Okay, so if I put fence gates there like that and then open them, that should allow the stuff still to flow through, I believe. It does. Excellent. Still looks like there's some flint stuck down there though. Okay, new plan. We're just going to blow everything onto this conveyor and then put the filter on that brass funnel there and hope that the gravel will wash before it gets there. Going on the conveyor, it can't go through, but it will sit there. Is it going to turn into flint and iron? Though it is. And then it's going through, but it's kind of clogging up the conveyor a bit. Well, that might be a little bit overkill, but hopefully it'll work. But flint is still getting hung up because the gravel's taking over the belt. It is going through there. No, this is not a good solution. I might have been a little bit busy off camera. As you can see, around the outside now, the power is no longer coming down here and going to there. It's going all the way around here, all the way to there. We've got a clutch on there with the redstone link on it, which means we can turn the entire system off with this lever here. And then around the wall, we got a whole bunch of speed controllers for every single different thing that's on here. So let's turn this thing on and see how it works. And now what we've got over here is another fan controlled by another speed controller that then pushes all of the items down towards that funnel over there. Then we got brass tunnels here, and one of them's got an iron ingot on to make sure that we only get flint coming down this lane and iron nuggets going down that one. Both of those are going into basins, and both of those basins are set so that this one will produce iron ingots from the iron nuggets, and this one will produce blocks of flint from the flint. But all of this has been running for a little while now, and that machine's not even been on, and we've still got 26,000 cobblestone in there. So basically, even with all this going on here, it's nowhere near fast enough to keep up with that. So really, I need to make it even bigger. So taking a leaf out of our andesite farms ideas, what I've done is I've now added a whole bunch of millstones on here. Every single lane has got 3 of them, all running at full speed. So the idea now is, as the cobblestone comes up here, it's going to get sucked down there, onto there, and we're going to be milling 3 times as much. In fact, we need to speed up the conveyors down there because it can't take out quick enough. Fantastic. Okay, if I just take those off there. Whoa! It's just going to go flying out there. That's fine. They can go flying out there. Just put a little wall in. Perfect. It's just what we needed. Look at it go. I can hear some serious clinking going on down there. In fact, that's not going fast enough now. This needs to go faster. Now, can I turn this ridiculous conveyor down a little bit? Okay, so at 100, those things are still flying through like absolute crazy. Everything's still going through there. Nothing's getting backed up over here, which is good to see. And we are producing a lot of iron ingots. I think it's time for a rate test. Turn on the machine, go. Let's see how we do over the next 5 minutes. 3, 2, 1, stop the machine. Okay, here's the math. We got 74 iron ingots in 5 minutes, which works out at 888 iron ingots in 1 hour, which is the equivalent of 99 blocks of iron per hour, or 1.5 stacks of blocks of iron per hour. Jeez, that's amazing. So all I need to do is make all of this area look very pretty and beautiful, because at the moment it's very, very ugly.